Hello everybody, I got an exciting one today. Look at this. It is called Rippling Waves. And I'm showing you both of these because this one was done in a 4mm hook. This one was done in a 5.5mm hook. Both exact same stitches, same everything. But there's definitely a difference in the size because of the size of the hook. But they both work out beautiful. And I'm going to show you how to do this beautiful, beautiful stitch. Okay, my son was, anyway, there was noise. So there's the backs and my end, but look, beautiful. I like it in the smaller hook, but I wanted you to have, obviously, your choice on what you want to do. So let's dive into this beautiful stitch. Granny square. I am on a mission of textured granny squares for some reason. I'm using 4-weight. I'm just using stash yarn, guys. Nothing spectacular. I'm hitting my stash. This works up and so beautiful in color changing yarn. All right. So let's make a magic ring. If you're not comfortable with magic rings, you are more than welcome to get a little extra oomph in here. Some light. You're welcome to do a chain of 3, slip stitch to the first stitch, and then you're with me, chain 1, and then you're with me with the magic ring. Okay. There we go. So now you're gonna chain 2 more. This is going to count as a double crochet. You're going to put in 2 more double crochets. 1 and 2. You're going to chain 2. And 3 double crochets is a cluster moving forward. So we're going to put in a cluster, which is again 3 double crochets. And 3. We're going to chain 2. I'm going to put in another cluster. And 3. Chain 2. And 1 more cluster. We need a total of 4 clusters. I'm going to pull my center a little tighter. Okay. Chain 2. And then slip stitch to the top of that chain 3. Okay. I want you to chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. And turn. Okay. You're going to put in 2 more double crochets. 1 and 2. You're going to chain 1. You're going to go to the next corner, and then you're going to do a cluster. Oh, we did chain 1. All right, I thought I missed that chain 1, guys. Chain 1. And then do your cluster. Chain 2. And another cluster all in that corner. And 3. Chain 1. Chain 1. Let's go to our corner. 3 double crochet cluster. And remember, we are working on the back of the project. Chain 2, and a cluster. Chain 1, corner, do another cluster, 1, 2, and 3. Chain 2, and a cluster. And 3. Chain 1, you go into your first corner where we started and put in a cluster. Chain 2 and slip stitch to the top of your chain 3. Okay. Chain 3 and turn. And this is where the fun begins. So in your corner, put in 2 more double crochets. Chain 1. Now we're going to work in our gap here. I call this the runway. In the runway, put in 2 double crochets, 1 and 2. Now chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. You go 2 rows down, 1 row, 2 row. You don't count the row you're working on. So this is 1 row, and this is our second. You're going to take the first double crochet on the right. You're going to wrap around that post, and you're going to do a single crochet. Then you're going to turn the project sideways, and in that chain 4, do 6 single crochets. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Do not chain 1. No chaining. Go to the corner and do your normal corner. A corner is a cluster, chain 2, and a cluster. And 3. Chain 1, let me show you again. Here's our runway. You're going to put in 2 double, I'm fighting a cold, so sorry for my throat. 2 double crochets. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Go 2 rows down, the cluster right there on your right. Wrap it around. Do a single crochet, and in that chain right here, do 6 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Do not chain 1 and go to your corner and do cluster, chain 2, cluster. Then repeat that, and I'll meet you right around here. Repeat what we've been doing. Okay, working on our last runway. I did my 2 double crochets. I'm going to chain 4, 2, 3, and 4. First double crochet. Turn, do your 6 single crochets in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I'm going to repeat again, do not chain 1. Then we go into our corner. We only did half of it, so do the rest of your corner. So do a cluster. And 3. Chain 2. And then slip stitch to the top of your chain 3. Chain 3. Turn your work. We're on the back. Every time you're on the back, it is the same. 2 more double crochets in that corner. Chain 1, and then you're just going to put 3 double crochets, put a cluster in each of your gaps, your runways here. And if your rippling wave is in your way, just push it off to the left a little bit. Chain 1. Here's another runway. 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. It's a normal granny square on the back. Chain 1. Do a cluster. A corner cluster is always 1 cluster. Chain 2. 1 cluster. So just do your normal granny square going around, and I'll meet you back here. Okay, coming around, here is our starting corner. So I'm going to chain 1 and put in 3 double crochets. Chain 2 and then slip stitch. That is our 2-row repeating. I'm going to start you off again so you get it. I want you to be always successful at everything that we show you. Chain 3. Now this is row 1 of our repeat, okay? So in the corner, after the chain 3, put in 2 more double crochets. 1 and 2. Chain 1. We have 3 runways, okay? So make sure we get them all. So in the first one, put in 2 double crochets. Chain 4. Okay, go 2 rows down and you put a single crochet around that double crochet on the right. Turn it sideways and put 6 single crochets in that chain. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Do not chain 1. You go right over to your next one and you do the same thing. 2 double crochets, chain 4. Now here's where I wanted to make sure you understood. You go 2 rows down and look, one of our waves are here, but that's okay. You want to work in the stitch to the right. So this is not bothering anything. The stitch to the right, go around it and do your single crochet. Then you turn it and you do your 6 single crochets going up the chain. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. No chaining. You go to our next one and do 2 double crochets, chain 4, and 2 rows down, go to the right one and do a single crochet. Turn it sideways and do your 6 single crochets. And then you do your corner, which is cluster, chain 2, and a cluster. So each row will have 3 of these, 3 of the rippling waves. So continue around and I'll meet you right over here to show you how to close off. Okay, I'm coming around. I did my last rippling wave. I did not chain one. I'm going to go right into the corner and do my cluster. And 3. Chain 2, and then slip stitch to the top of that chain 3. This is why you need row 2. It is a 2-row repeat. So let's chain 3. Turn your work and put 2 more double crochets in that corner. And 2. Chain 1, and we're doing normal granny square work. So move your wave over, and in each spot on your runway you do a cluster, which is 3 double crochets, and then chain 1. Here's our next one. Do 3 double crochets, move your wave over if you have to. 1, 2, and 3. Chain 1, and you keep doing that, and the corners are 1 cluster, chain 2, 1 cluster. So do that all the way around and I'll meet you over. Okay, I am coming around. I did my last cluster on the runway. I'm going to chain 1, I'm going to go in the corner, and I'm going to do another cluster. And 3, and chain 2, and slip stitch to the top of my chain 3. Now, this is why you need to do the second row. It flattens the whole project out, makes it look really nice. Isn't it beautiful? So the first row, each one had 1 rippling wave. The next row had 3. Your rippling waves will go up by 2 each time you do them. So when you do this, you can keep growing this and growing this and growing this as large as you want, but it will definitely be a square. And just make sure when you end this project, you end on the second row, which is just a typical granny squares. Don't end it on the waves. But you can just keep growing this as large as you like, and you can color change as much as you want. So I am Ronnie with Whip and Chain, and thank you for watching. I work with Maggie, and we bring you these beautiful crochet tutorials here at Whip and Chain. It is always a work in progress. Bye guys.